Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I'm your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Danganronpa! Well, a hat in time, cutting the branches, whichever kind of name you want to use for it. Which official name would you use for it?
What do you mean?
Would you use it as Hat in Time or Danganronpa?
I just call it cutting the branches most of the time.
Fair enough. Cutting the branches, everyone. We're back for Chapter 3, which Ruki has now finished, and he is, of course, joining us on it. So...
Like usual.
Say again?
Like usual.
So we're going to see just what kind of mayhem the team is going to end up in next. And the place may look a little familiar from one of the more recent series we've been doing.
Yeah. The Muppets made bad life choices. I mean, they went to they basically went to the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, here we are.
I hope we never have to see this island again. Is it even still here? Did it sink?
That was a bonus line that Mushroom wound up providing.
I like that. That was a good line. I like how it's just there in the background as well. It's brilliant. Well, it looks okay.
Yay, meat farm.
Meat farm. Meat farm.
So for people who don't know what that's a reference to, you haven't played Digimon World 1, first of all.
No, we haven't.
Because for those of you who have played Snacks, you know that meat does not grow out of the ground in that game.
Oh.
Wait, what's wrong with it?
Everything.
Oh.
Yep. Well, it could be worse.
Could it, Octavian? Could it really? Could it really, Ruki?
Give it a minute and you'll see.
Oh, that's always a good response.
How could this possibly be worse for him?
I'm Princess Tomato, and welcome to the Salad Kingdom. I do hope you have a wonderful time here. Would you like me to show you the main street where all of our shops are? We take coins, but not gold here though, so if you have foreign currency, you might want to go to the antique shop first, okay?
Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom is an NES game. If it looks very primitive, I didn't feel like going the extra mile for a gag.
Okay, and then we have just all the Grumpuses in their T-posing.
Not T-posing, but whatever.
A-posing.
Hey, there goes Octoberry!
Not again!
So if you saw from that picture that was behind the princess there actually was a strawberry thing on that picture that walked by. This actually happens in the game where Octoberry just walks by and drops a coin.
Yeah.
So that didn't come out of nowhere.
Alright. I'm gonna go fade into the background or something. You guys can ask Gramble for directions.
Are we safe here?
Aside from us, there's nothing on the island.
Good.
So, you know this place. What can you tell us about it? Good question. Please do tell us.
Where do you want to go first?
Trauma takes time to heal, and this place did a number on him.
We still need to be as informed as possible.
We shouldn't force it out of him, but yeah, knowing more about this place would be preferable. Please don't argue. We just got here.
They can think of a way to get him to talk.
Gale, I will break your arm if you shoot him.
This isn't going well already. I'm surrounded by idiots.
I will break your arm if you try to shoot him.
I like how Netsuhi's like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
I love that response. We need to make a way to get him to talk. Gale, I will break your arm if you try to shoot him.
Sounds good to me.
Ah, the obligatory beach episode.
Yay.
This would feel like a vacation if it wasn't for all the murder and angst.
more to me.
If we had some snacks, it'd be perfect.
Where, Crash? Where?
Now
Who cares?
Oh. I love how Crash doesn't even have the box in that picture. He just has the popcorn just lying there.
Well, that's angling for you, I guess.
And here come the team. And they just slowly look over like, oh.
But I'm fine. You're running out of fun.
What are you doing? We're supposed to be investigating, not taking a vacation.
Relax. Sometimes we need to take a break, you know.
You do that all the time, though.
I'm not even a cop and I'm contributing more than you.
You done getting on my case? I'll investigate, just not right now.
You are impossible.
What will it take to get through to you that this is serious? I mean, makes sense. Translation?
Why bother? You don't care what he says anyway.
Screw it. We'll do this without them.
That seems to be for the best.
I'll catch up in a bit.
Alright, now she tries to play the diplomat.
I guess I'm too funny.
Or the devil's advocate, one or the other. Or are they the same
want
thing?
us to just cooperate instead of falling apart like this.
Crash nods in an agreement.
I want to hear you guys out before I make any lectures. What's your investigation method?
Kind of varies from day to day. Sometimes we go exploring, other times we hang out with people. Right now is break time, but we always make sure we're not alone. If we get separated, we'd make easy targets.
You know what? That's actually fairly reasonable. That makes a lot of sense.
You must really trust each other a lot for that.
Kinda, but if either of us die, well, the other winds up suspicious.
That also makes sense.
I think I'm understanding the logic, but I still feel like...
We're not taking this seriously?
Yeah.
Think of it this way. We'll get out eventually, so why not just wait it out until it's over? May as well take advantage of it while we're at it. And so long as the mastermind's trying to keep things interesting, they'll throw clues at us. We don't know their goals, but clearly they want those goals figured out. May as well wait until they just chuck the clues at us, yelling to pay attention.
I love how much logic that actually makes. How much sense that actually makes.
Sam is actually a lot smarter than you probably thought, huh?
That's actually just very sound logic. It's brilliant.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Why not just say that sooner?
Why bother saying it to people I don't care about? Their loss. Those two need to loosen up. A lot.
Just because you're not wrong doesn't mean you have to be so dismissive or irritable towards them.
Yeah.
He agrees with you.
Thanks, Crash.
My advice? Investigate the other survivors. The traitor will likely say something out of place.
Makes
Not
sense.
a bad idea. I really wish our group wasn't broken up like this.
Jill leaves and they continue relaxing for a few more hours before starting investigating on their own, in a different way.
So if they want us to find it, they'll lay it out for us. We'll ask the others questions and see if anyone says anything weird. See if they let something slip. Another thing we can do is take advantage of your reputation. Nobody's taking us very seriously, particularly you. You speak in gibberish almost all the time.
Makes sense.
I happen to like talking like that.
Either way, you can spy on people easier. They wouldn't expect you to listen in.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
May as well get started, right?
Good question. Who do we
What's that?
start with? You know, I know we went over this but during the Bug Snack series, but Hanako and Sam are in Eggabell's hut.
Liz and Egg's hut.
Garrus is in Wiggles.
A lot of these guys got leftovers. The only one that really makes sense is CEO being in Krondo's hut.
It's quiet here.
That's because there's not a lot of people here.
At least the weather's nice.
Alright, may as well start here.
Mind if I ask something?
You are fully expected to ask everything. It's wrong if Sam and Max don't do that in their own games. Fair. How are you?
So, do you know what kind of... Do you know what kind of game Sam and Max actually is?
I imagine a action RPG, kind of like Ratchet and Clank was, but with a bit of an investigation element.
It's a point-and-click adventure game.
Really?
I feel like it wound up in the wrong genre.
You mean given the characters?
Given the characters, an action game like Ratchet and Clank would make sense. But it's not. It's a point-and-click adventure game where you have to solve puzzles and crap.
Without blowing stuff up.
It can involve blowing stuff up. It's just that you're going to be mostly walking around talking to people a lot.
I love that. It can involve blowing stuff up. It doesn't all the time, which is probably the fundamental problem with it, but it can.
No, it's hard to explain. There is a lot of hilarious, ridiculous stuff happening, but it is still a point-and-click adventure game, so it is going to be very slow by comparison to something like an action game.
Fair. Very fair.
And considering the characters of Sam and Max being very, very shoot first, ask questions never, you know, it feels
never. It just feels out of place.
It's one of those things. Look it up yourself when you have time. You'll see what I mean.
Fair enough.
It's not like it doesn't work, but I feel like an action game would be a better choice.
Yeah.
Well, not too bad, I think. I mean, people are dying and it's really depressing, but you just kind of have to expect it with this kind of thing.
Oh.
That's so sad, though.
It's life.
You're handling it as well as I do.
Well, life has been off for me for a while. I don't know, this is actually less hectic for me than normal now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Considering that she's probably in Left 4 Dead all the time shooting zombies, yeah, probably. She's been modding it into everything.
I wasn't even thinking from that aspect, but
I mean, if the girls are getting modded into everything, then chances are they haven't had a moment to breathe.
You know what? And they can't break the fourth wall, so that makes sense that they're fully self-aware of it all.
The only thing, and to make matters even more awkward, like with Natsuki and the girls, like, there's two ways it goes if the girls get modded in. It's either all four of them or just Monica. There is no in between.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Monica is the fan favorite.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Monica is the fan favorite and the most renowned out of all of them.
Afraid so. You wouldn't believe me if I said it.
You just understood Crash. She just understood what Crash said.
Come on, say it.
Maybe she can read subtitles.
Honestly, I'd rather enjoy the slow while it lasts than remind myself of my hectic lifestyle.
Okay, second here.
Yeah.
I think I actually remember from one of the support conversations that Natsuki actually does know what Crash is saying because she can read subtitles.
I don't think we've had that yet, but
we haven't. But it actually does get addressed.
Very fair.
Mind if I ask something?
Alright, what about your friends?
You seem to be getting along well with Samantha, Gramble, and the kids. You five have your own little club going on.
I suppose we do. It's great just to have a small friend group to relax around.
I mean, that's what you have normally, so...
Aren't you worried one of them might backstab you?
You really think these two are going to do that?
Well, a baby held me at gunpoint once, so...
Baby with a gun, 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 baby with a gun.
So that was like season 2 of the 3 seasons of the Telltale games, that point-and-click adventure games that happened. When he got held at gunpoint by a baby.
I just hear that and I think about the, like, you know, the skit, Baby with a Gun.
Yeah.
I've shown you that before, I'm sure.
You did show me that, and I wasn't all that into it, honestly.
Never mind, I forgot who I was talking to for a second. As for Gramble and Sam, no, I doubt they do that. Gale, I fully expect him to do something.
I find it fascinating how it's like, you really think these two are going to do something like that? Well, a baby held me at gunpoint once, so never mind, I forgot who I was talking to.
Tell us something we don't know.
Without mucus, your stomach would digest itself.
Something less boring. Mind if I ask something?
So you wanna know where I got that fact from?
I actually already knew that, but yeah, sure.
I got it from Penguins of Madagascar. It was like one of the first episodes.
Really?
Yeah. It was a part of a joke where it's like, tell me something I don't know. Without mucus, your stomach would digest stuff. Tell me.
Oh, so you just replicated the joke.
Basically.
Alright, what about the outlier?
Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
He seemed to imply that the outlier might not be hostile. It's hard to tell, but maybe that's why? Whenever I talk to him, he's on my ass about word choice.
You're talking to him?
Whenever I need a rule explained, when I pass him by and get on his case about some things, so on and so forth.
I've talked to him before too. He seems nice.
He seems nice. Aww.
I didn't see him too much after the lodge. He seems to want to stay away from us for some reason. He said earlier today about fading into the background.
Yeah, he did say that.
I'm trying my best to make sure that Octavian doesn't get too much screen time, because I notice his line counts are way higher than I want them to be. The problem is, he's the exposition fairy. We need someone to explain how this crap works.
The magical exposition fairy, showing what everyone needs to know. With the wave of a wand, you shall know the rule. Beep.
Let's get past the bibbidi-bobbidi bull crap and get straight to the point.
The bibbidi bull crap.
Might be more J-pop.
If we weren't currently recording, I would have said BS instead, but you know.
Oh, good lord.
But yeah, I actually do plan on having a joke where Octavian's just in the fairy outfit, about to say something like that, just for the sake of the exposition fairy joke. We'll see what happens eventually.
I can't wait to see that. That sounds like it's going to be brilliant.
Mind if I ask something?
Alright, what about suspicious activity? Final question.
Anything suspicious lately?
There's so much I want to talk about related to my mom. I'm having a hard time keeping a lid on it.
Bramble's not doing too good.
Is he okay?
No, he's having an emotional breakdown. Mind giving him some time and space? Snaxtooth did a number on him.
That's bad. He might go hostile from that.
I'm no mind reader, but that look says it all, and I can't deny the chance he might freak out and hurt someone. PTSD can really screw people up.
Mind if I ask something?
You are fully capable of reading the subtitles.
Yep.
I'm always around for a chat, or writing, or baking, and especially manga.
Mind if I ask something?
Oh, now we're doing it to the other two, are we?
Yep. They're already here. May as well.
Alright, Nanako. How are you doing?
How are you holding up?
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yep.
You gotta be back.
Well, I don't want anyone else to be sad, so...
You also just read the subtitles!
What? Now, Nanako is better at understanding Crash. We had this discussion last chapter during the party segment, remember?
I think so.
Nanako and Nico got a bit better understanding what Crash is saying.
Ah, yes, they actually had, like, the translation conversation, didn't they?
Yeah.
Nanako, that's sweet of you, but also it's not good for you. I better change the subject.
Ask something?
Okay, what about your
seem
friends?
to be getting along well with Samantha, Gramble, Natsuki, and Nico.
Yep, we're all friends. Yep. I hope we can all have fun together once this is over. When will it be over?
We weren't told yet.
Well, we can still have fun together in the meantime.
You really want to keep everyone's spirits up. I must say, it's a bit infectious.
I want to go exploring near the beach sometime. Maybe we can make sand angels.
Oh, that's adorable.
Maybe do that on the cold mountain with snow instead. You'll get sand everywhere. Mind if I ask something? Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
Such an interesting way to phrase that question.
I'm not really sure. What's an outlier again?
Yeah, what's that word mean?
Something that doesn't align with the rest of something, like a set of numbers 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 5, and 1 million. 1 million is the outlier of those numbers.
1 million's a way bigger number than all the others.
Which is why it's an outlier.
So, it's someone that doesn't really fit here.
And it can't be Octavian. His role was announced when all this started. Who doesn't fit with everyone else?
Gale comes to mind first. He's not hanging out with everyone.
I think the outlier is separate from everyone else for a different reason than that.
Mind if I ask something?
What suspicious activity have you been seeing then,
Anything
Nanako?
suspicious lately?
Well, you and Crash keep disappearing all the time, and I can never seem to find out where you are. Oh, okay.
I'm glad you understand him, because I still have no idea what he's saying.
You have literally read his subtitles, woman. Shut up and stop lying to us.
Tatsuki's a better liar than I am.
Thanks for talking to me. Maybe we can talk more often and be friends too.
I have a strong urge to protect this innocent child at all costs. Is that normal? For you, probably not. For anyone else, yes.
For literally everyone who has played Persona 4, yes. Yes, that is the normal.
Mind if I ask something?
Alright, Nico, what about you?
How are you holding up?
Well, it depends on the day.
Highs and lows?
Yeah, today's a low one. Carl's gone, and he's not okay.
Mind if I ask something? You seem to be getting along well with Samantha, Gramble, Nanako, and Natsuki.
We're all a big friend group. I think Kate and Papyrus would be in it too if... Yeah.
I see. Kate and Samantha did seem like they'd have bonded more if Kate didn't die so fast.
Good phrasing. Now might be a good time to change the subject. No kidding!
Mind if I ask something? Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
I'm not really sure. I'm not around him much. I can't even guess.
Mind if I ask something?
Alright, then what suspicious activity have you seen?
Anything suspicious lately?
Octavian's really confusing. He says he's our enemy, right?
Yeah.
So why hasn't he, actually done anything bad? We could have gotten punished last trial, for instance.
That is
Yeah,
true.
if you stop and think about it, if I didn't bring up how off they were with their guess and just let them vote me, they would have gotten it wrong.
Huh.
And then they'd all get punished, and that would be bad.
Yeah!
I could have just stayed silent and let that happen, and I didn't, so why did I not do that? This is one of those things where it's like, so people notice this guy sucks at being the villain.
He's a bad guy. And not as in he's a very, very bad evil guy. No, he's bad at being a bad guy.
We are Team Rocket. Have fun.
Most of the second week, he stayed in the training grounds far away from everyone. He keeps saying about us beating the mastermind, and he wants us to work together.
Okay.
Which conflicts with his role as the minion in a game where we're pitted against each other. Both things conflict with each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about it.
Mind if I ask something?
Well, you're out of questions now, Max, so...
I hope I helped.
I'm not used to someone so... What's the opposite of cynical? You were saying something?
There are not a lot of people in Sam and Max that aren't cynical.
No wonder he doesn't know the opposite then.
Well, I think I'm going to explore the island a bit.
Alright, see ya.
Take care. Stay safe out there.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Didn't he seem off when we got here? She did say that. He might snap.
No. Would be bad if it
You
happened.
good at therapy?
No.
Didn't think so. I'm over it.
And you're a sociopath. What's your point?
Haven't you heard of the death rate before? This isn't anything new. You think any of them will come back as a zombie?
You are too used to this sort of thing.
Oh, I see a glitch. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix that.
Oh, we've got a duplicate right there. Oh, double Sam and Max, the ghost, the doppelgangers have hit the deck.
I'll fix that later. Let's move on.
This is
We
why
don't
we're
have
the
forever.
beta tester, so we can laugh at Rookie whenever we make these sorts of mistakes. Come on, everyone, with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha! Oh, come on, you make Marge jokes all the time. You can't accept a Nelson laugh?
I need to figure out a place to put it yet.
Phase 3, Day 2, Midnight in Snaxburg.
Thing is, I always try to test through the levels, this and the trial, beforehand to see if I can find anything. How did I miss something so obvious is the problem.
Especially when you noticed it instantly before I even clocked onto it. This is where we're
It's a
staying.
bit rustic.
Guess we'll remote again.
Yep. I hope this hut's got good security.
Please keep out of the doorway and the windows and doorway. Nighttime secure.
Because these huts are not very well secured at night, to the point where you can just walk in on the characters while they're sleeping and steal their treasure maps. It's not really the best place for, like, security unless we have some upgrades.
You know, I was just thinking on the basis this is Snorpy's hut and he would probably have this by default.
He probably would, but for all the huts, there is supposed to be a security system.
Huh.
It just instantly closes.
Seems pretty secure.
Is it unsafe to have something in the way when everything closes? It'd be an interesting way to go. Not a pleasant one, but it'd certainly be interesting.
I didn't feel like animating them walking up the stairs.
That's fine. Morning.
Morning, yeah.
Do I have to get up?
I mean, theoretically, no, your hut is secure. Theoretically, you don't need to leave until you get an announcement of a murder. 2 hours later. 2 more hours later. Oh. Still fast. When they decide to get out of bed. No time frame, just whenever they decide to do it.
No surprise there. And Samantha's keeping him company, so that leaves us with...
This ought to be good.
Great. Can we skip this?
We...
Mind if I ask something?
Oh, I love this. How are you doing, Gale?
How are you holding up?
Go away.
Mind if I ask something?
The absolute annoyance in his voice when he says, "May I ask something?"
This is the only one where he has annoyance. All the other ones use the same version, which is a standard one. This is the only one that does it annoyed.
You seem to be getting along well with,
Literally no one likes you.
That.
Translate. I don't speak moron.
Mind if I ask something? Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
Don't know. Don't care.
Mind if I ask something?
I love how quick and snappy this is.
Anything suspicious lately?
You're asking me a lot of questions. That's suspicious.
Mind if I ask something?
I mean, he's not wrong there, technically, but...
Are you done?
Thank you, sir. That was very unhelpful. Well, that was a waste of time.
Thank you, sir. That was very unhelpful.
It's kind of... You want to know where I got that from?
Sure.
You remember at the end of Shelda's interview where it's like, "Thank you, Shelda, that was very unhelpful."
Oh yeah, I remember now.
One who seeks answers, one who asks questions may sometimes get answers, child.
Thank you, this has been very unhelpful.
Ever are more questions asked, seldom are they answered.
Shut up.
Take this box and be enlightened by its mystery.
Oh, good Lord, Sheldon.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go eat some pancakes or something. I can't keep up this act forever.
I say we relax a bit at the shore again. You go ahead and get the chairs ready while I get the snacks ready.
Immediately just go straight to the break again.
Popcorn, soft drinks, what else am I missing? What else am I...
The peck is...
You remember Max?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to get the script up again. I know I put a picture in here somewhere. Keep going, I'll find it eventually.
Okay, besides that, what would you say we're missing, little buddy?
Are you...
You crack me up, little buddy.
My God, Max. You've gone mad, haven't you? Making yourself a little... replacement.
This isn't the first time. Take a look in your DMs when you get the chance.
Oh. There is a genuine picture of him making a copy of him before in the past. I'm assuming that's when he was stuck on an island or something.
It's when Max wanted to be becoming the leader of some sort of mole religion of some kind. I don't remember exactly what the hell happened that episode. But basically, Max was gonna stay behind while Sam left, but Sam really didn't want that. But, you know how it is.
Fair. Very fair.
Either way, before he left, he wanted making the Max effigy so he had someone to talk to.
Okay, seriously, what am I missing? Hot dogs? Maybe that's it.
Another uneventful day at the beach occurs, however... What the hell is the saxophone?
A message?
New motive. Each of you are to report to Snaxburg immediately. Snaxburg, evening.
What is it now?
Secrets. You're each getting messaged what yours is on your devices, and that secrets will be hidden somewhere on the island in one of these envelopes with your faces on it.
Okay, how bad can it be? Assisted in assassinating the president, rigged the resulting election in his partner's favor, then blew up Antarctica. Okay, this sounds really bad out of context.
It's not that much better in context. The assassinating the president part and rigging the results part actually isn't as bad in context. It's the blowing up Antarctica for no reason part that's bad at, even in context.
I remember these lines of CEO.
Can I have a do-over?
Purposely sent a child to his personal... Purposely sent a child to his personal circle in hell. This is even worse.
Does anything special happen if we find them all?
There's nothing set up for that yet, but it wouldn't be hard to. Ask again later if you do have one.
Okay.
I just find it amusing how it's like, can I have a do-over? And then he gets his do-over. It somehow winds up being worse.
I love that. He actually gets a do-over as well. It's just like, okay, book, here's a worse one for you.
For the other characters, they probably wouldn't have gotten a do-over because there isn't as much stuff that can be done to embarrass them by comparison.
But for Max, but for Sam, there's a little, tons and tons and tons of stuff.
There's a lot of things that Sam and Max should not have done.
I suppose the motive could be worse.
How could it possibly be worse?
Sam asked this earlier.
You're gonna make everyone kill each other for something that isn't even their fault.
Oh, fucking hell, Cthulhu.
So, Cthulhu...
Nobody liked this bear disease in Danganronpa 2, and your idea is no different.
Okay, so, Danganronpa 2, Despair Disease, was basically magicked out of thin air to make everyone go crazy and kill each other. That is actually how it works.
Fair enough.
So, Monokuma / Junko / whoever winds up just magicking a disease out of nowhere that just starts instantly affecting people and making them act weird.
Okay.
And it's like, okay. 1, how did you do that? 2, why not just do that to everyone from the start to make them all crazy and murder each other out of nowhere? And this is one of those cases where it's like, can we really qualify this as not cheating? Because this feels like cheating. It's driving people insane and making them kill each other through no fault of their actual own. You know?
Yeah.
It feels like cheating.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Either way, we need...
Either way,
we need... Crystal and Yuri need to stop Cthulhu from destroying the narrative.
Nobody wants Culprit Nanako to be an actual thing.
Have you seen that meme before of Culprit Nanako?
No, I haven't, actually.
Give me a minute. So you can actually pick who you think the culprit is in Persona 4. But the game gives you all possible options, and you can pick Nanako. And yeah, don't pick Nanako. It's obviously the wrong choice. But all right, hold on. It's keep going. I'll find it eventually.
For the sake of the narrative's integrity, you must be stopped.
What about mind control? That's a freaking cop-out. You're a mind flayer. That's the whole gimmick.
I like that line especially. I like that line especially. That's a brilliant line.
You're a freaking mind flayer. That's their whole gimmick.
I love that line. That just hits the D&D part of my soul.
Marge, do something.
You and your asinine Marge jokes!
Also, you should probably meet.
Alright, I finally found the picture.
Sooner instead of later.
Oh.
Someone made a meme. Nanako is not actually the culprit.
You couldn't just quit while you're ahead, could you, big bro?
No one wants this to be real.
Oh, pecking Christ.
No one wants Cthulhu to make everyone crazy and for Nanako to become the culprit and this to be real. No one wants that.
No one at all.
This enforcer you mentioned?
Yep.
Alright, so, you remember the robot from Chapter 2?
Yep. That's quite the enforcer.
Say hello to the person in charge of punishing you if you break rules.
But if you remember from Chapter 2, the B route had at least 2 different people inside that robot using it for different reasons. Or for the same reason, but you get what I mean. So anyone could be in that thing.
I love the music you've got playing. Just the epic, like final boss music playing in the background.
It's even funnier when you realize where it's from.
Where is it from?
You already heard this song before, I'm not saying it now.
Was this a Final Fantasy music?
No, I don't think I can get away with Final Fantasy music. I'm pretty sure Square would throw a fit.
Fair. Fair.
Like, I'm trying to prevent you from getting hit with copyright strikes.
Yeah, thank you for that. Everyone's got no reaction to this. That robot's looking pretty buff. Would it be weird to ask them to turn around?
Hello.
The innocent, hello!
Hi there.
I expected this to be a mystery.
But this is pretty effective at being intimidating.
Intimidated is not the right word for how I feel right now.
I mean, let's be honest, that thing does have a pretty big chest.
Yep.
What's your name?
None of your business. Enforcer has more important things to do right now.
Wait. That's important. We need to know who that is.
I have a better idea. Let's not bother with the motive or enforcer and have a beach party instead. Seriously, the mood's at an all-time low right now. Gale's being a prick and will probably shank someone. The investigation team's basically down a member now because drama, and Gramble has PTSD.
Snacks everywhere. We're gonna...
Yep, that's definitely PTSD.
Okay, yeah. We are royally screwed right now if we don't do something about our morale.
Gramble, how does the beach sound? Do you want to go there?
Beach? Good.
Has he been like this since yesterday morning? That was almost 40 hours ago.
He's been through a lot.
Yes, he has. We've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Like...
What happened?
He'll recover. Just give him some time to process it. Trust me, blue screening isn't fun.
Yeah, we need to recover from this.
So be it.
I feel like I saw that robot on TV earlier. Wasn't an alien inside of it? I didn't understand the alien, though.
If you remember from Chapter 2 as well, that was one of the various random TV segments that we saw.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It was... I wanted to put more emphasis on it, but honestly, I didn't have the model at the time.
Fair. Very fair. Alright, it's time to interview the investigation team. Why?
I'm a curious person. Mind if I ask something?
How are you?
Holding up?
Poorly. And you know why.
I meant individually.
So did I.
We're struggling to find anything, and the longer we take, the more people die.
Deaths we could have prevented if we weren't underperforming.
He'll get booted.
That's the spirit, buddy. Mind if I ask something?
What about your friends?
You seem to be getting along well with each other. Better than me, anyway.
We do get along as friends fairly well. We can bicker at times, but nothing that'll interfere with the mission.
Good, good.
Bickering with you, though? It's like talking to a wall sometimes.
Thank you.
All of you, actually.
Wait, us two?
Yeah.
We should pay more attention to her.
Another instance of me referring back to Chapter 2. Yeah, when we were spying on everyone with Carl, we did see Jill was trying to tell these guys to lay off of being so aggressive with Sam, because it's just gonna make everything worse.
Yeah.
You can see I bring up parts from before over and over again, and I feel like that's probably annoying, but at the same time, it's been a while. Yeah. And also, it's also showing that the fruits of the labor, you know what I mean?
No, it makes sense to bring it back up, so.
At least you admit it.
We pay attention to you.
If you did, you'd remember what I said about antagonizing him blatantly being a bad idea.
I sometimes forget what's in my script.
Annoying.
She's not wrong, though.
Guys, just wait for the mastermind to throw clues at us. Save your energy.
We focused our efforts in the wrong area, yeah, but this motive could be catastrophic if the secrets are particularly bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. I certainly don't want anyone knowing mine. Mind if I ask something?
The fun bit is, I know some of the lines in this chapter, and it's just going to turn out brilliant, and I can't wait for it.
Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
We're certain there's a reason for it, but we're unsure what yet.
An outlier is someone that doesn't quite fit in with a group. Unfortunately, I can think of 3 people like that.
Me? Get Tobago?
Yes, you, him, and I think he said Gale?
Yes, he did.
Okay, good. I think I'm slowly figuring his speech out.
That's good, because I still can't.
Mind if I ask something?
Oh.
Anything suspicious lately?
We think Octavian is up to something. That house next to the farm, he's holed up in there.
What was the house for?
Getting info from Gramble was hard, but the house belonged to Wambas and Triffany. We don't know if there's any correlation. Something about cacti.
All hail Cactus Wife and all her majestic glory!
I mean, it would be weird if this didn't happen. Let's be honest.
Is there anything around here I can hit myself in the head with right now?
If you hit yourself in the head, try something soft. Maybe Terry. Terry looks like something soft, right? Are they plush toy?
Bonk. Thank you, Terry.
I'm surprised I remembered your stuffed animals and skulls names. I feel like I shouldn't.
God Christ. I love the picture in the back there, which is Octavian's sanity right now.
And it's just a bunch of people with Marge masks and straitjackets.
Yes, and it makes perfect sense.
Please stop trying to make the cult of Marge.
Everyone off.
Oh.
It's definitely working.
Yay!
Oh, you are hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. You and your fucking Marge jokes.
I took... I took that dialogue straight from his video of the trial of Chapter 1.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't bleep that out.
What?
I'm surprised
I thought I did bleep that out.
Nope, you did not bleep that out.
I did. Did I not bleep it out well enough? I guess I have. I guess I'm gonna have to try again.
I distinctly heard you and your fucking Marge jokes. I didn't hear any form of beep. Maybe the people in the comments did, and I'm just because it's me. I know I heard how I hear it, but I didn't hear a beep myself.
Well, I definitely remember bleeping it. Maybe I just didn't bleep it enough.
Actual beta tester reaction to Marge jokes.
I mean, it's not wrong.
I love it. I just love it.
Where'd you get all this anyway?
I took it from Artie's Ziff. Who else have an over-the-top obsession with Marge that finds unhealthy? And is it me?
Who?
You don't know who Artie Ziff is?
Oh, he was from one of the. He was the guy obsessed with Marge in the actual show, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he went to prom with her, and then he wound up overstepping his boundaries, and Marge wound up dumping him.
Yeah.
For Homer.
Yeah.
The first step to
And
getting
years
over a
later, he's
problem
still
is
obsessed with
admitting you
Marge.
have one, so at least we're making progress.
Did you know that he made a creepy robot Marge army?
I think so, yeah. I think I remember that.
One of them looked like Bender.
Or it could be really stupid. Not sure if barging in there is worth potentially breaking a rule by running into a restricted area. No rules against spy drones. We got one of those? Oh. Mind if I ask something?
We spent so much time on the Marge jokes there.
I forgot we were in this sequence. I forgot we were in the middle of this sequence.
We're in the middle of an interview, but we took so long with Marge jokes that we completely forgot we were in an interview.
You and your fucking Marge jokes.
So far, it seems like none of them have flopped.
Sam, about your conduct.
You really don't trust me, do you?
Guys, none of you are helping right now.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants.
The higher the stress and friction amongst us, the harder it will be for us to take them down.
Not to mention easier for us to kill each other. So let's calm down. Sam, did you investigate on your own a while we were searching everywhere?
Yeah. How'd your investigation go, by the way?
We found a passage from the desert to the bay, but that's about it.
You think an envelope's hidden there now?
Oh, great. Now we have to reinvestigate everything again.
On the plus side, it'll be easier this time, right?
Wait, I just remembered how Gale is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gale causes problems. He's probably off looking for envelopes just to screw with everything.
Yeah.
Wait, we should check his hut real quick. We might be panicking for no reason.
Also, he has his own envelope that he probably doesn't want anyone seeing, so he's probably looking for that.
Yeah.
Never mind, we can panic now.
They separate and go all over the place looking for envelopes. Eventually, Phase 3, Day 3, early morning, Snaxburg, Jill's hut.
Okay, how many did we find?
I didn't find any on the mountain.
He must have been there then. Okay, 3 missing. I'm assuming he has the rest?
Probably.
Get about to get him.
Which ones are missing?
Yours, Octavian's, and Samantha's.
Octavian's? Ooh. Ooh.
Guess we'll have to wait and see what my secret is.
Crash? What was that secret of yours?
Do I really want to admit? I'd rather admit I can't swim than bring that up.
You can't swim?
You go to the beach all the time, though, right? I assumed you learned how to.
He sinks too easily.
Editor's note. Crash's swimming abilities vary from one game to another, but the only time he was shown swimming properly without gear was in CTT, where he was mauled by sharks and died horribly anyway. Almost every other time he drowned instantly or in the lifespan of 5 seconds.
Yeah, the time to 5 seconds. Crash is not known for swimming, unless he has scuba gear.
It's the same for most platformer characters, honestly.
Yeah. Crash has super drowning skills.
No time to learn like the present.
Oh, no way! Not that barakata!
Crash, you like jetboarding, jet ski boarding, and beach naps. You should probably learn this.
That's the most rational thing you've said since we got here.
You'd be surprised.
Could we take a look at these envelopes?
It might help us figure out the traitor's identity.
So, the first secret is, Gale is a government agent securing time displacement energy for weapons development purposes.
So, interesting note about Gale's secret.
Yeah.
So, he will fight to the death to keep that secret hidden as much as he can. In Dino Crisis 1, there are 3 different endings. The only way you can get him to spill what they're actually there for and what their mission actually is if he's on his deathbed.
Huh.
Because by that point, it won't matter to him anymore.
Fair enough.
That is so second season.
I'm assuming something like that happened in the second season of Sam and Max then.
So, yeah, time travel is a very, very major thing that wound up happening in Sam & Max Telltale Season 2. And Crash 3 Warped was the entire plot being a time travel episode.
Yep. Complete nonsense.
Time travel weapons are lame to you guys?
The time paradoxes are too much of a headache to be worth it.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Okay, next is mine. Oh boy, I'll never live this down.
Got high on floor lube?
I think you have a problem.
I swear to God it makes sense in context. I swear
What is
to
with CEO
God...
taking drug trips?
I swear to God it makes sense in context.
We don't have time for context. We need to invade everyone's privacy for security purposes.
I remember this next
Purposely
line.
sent a child to his personal circle in Sam, what the hell is wrong with you?
It makes sense in context, I swear.
Hypocritical humor.
Hypocrites! Several awkward conversations later.
Failed to save Raccoon City from the outbreak that got the whole city and everyone in it nuked.
I couldn't think of anything embarrassing about her.
I don't know the Resident Evil games well enough to know.
We tried so hard, but nobody listened until it was too late to stop it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What's next?
Here.
Is kinda racist. Garrus, really?
Seriously?
I got over it over time.
I love how the instant reaction to that is kind of Garrus, seriously?
Yeah, racism is one of those things where you have a very hard time looking good after people have that perception of you.
Yeah.
It's why Ashley has such a hard time getting anyone to like her in the fandom.
Yeah.
Because everyone views her as a massive xenophobe because of the space racism thing.
Yeah.
And it's actually more nuanced than that, and a lot of people don't really notice. But even still.
As I say, I've never played the first one, so...
Yeah, and the first one is where Ashley was actually good. Because Ashley was terrible in 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Because in Mass Effect 2, her and Kaidan are acting like teenagers throwing a bitch fit at you. And in Mass Effect 3, they're still throwing a bitch fit at you. and they can wind up getting them killed because they won't stop throwing it at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 and 3 really dropped the ball with them.
Why?
The word choice. Is, not was.
What? Some of my best friends are Krogan and Quarian. What are they talking about?
The Geth.
Editor's note. This is easily forgotten, and I feel like I'll be called out as incorrect and slandering Mass Effect's Lord and Savior unless I bring this up now. But Garrus is the second or third most hostile character in Mass Effect towards the Geth. Most noticeable in ME3, where he will not feel bad if they all die. Only trumped by Yarvik and potentially Tali.
Yeah. In Mass Effect 3, he is notably one of the biggest Geth racists in your squad. He treats Legion really badly when Legion shows up.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it especially makes sense for Yarvik, because he's completely anti-AI. Tali, because she's a Quarian.
And that's if they're on bad terms, because most people's playthroughs, her and the Geth are on good terms, because most people play Paragon and try to make the two have peace.
Yeah.
You know?
But, as for Garrus, I think the Turians and the Geth had a war, didn't they?
I don't know if they did or not. I only ever heard about the Geth Quarian one. If the Turian Geth war did happen, they never talked about it in game. It would have to have been in the Codex.
Fair enough. Editor's note 2. Optional elevator conversations in Mass Effect 1 have Garrus chastise the entire Quarian race when talking to Tali. His exact words were, "The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly..."
Contrite, Tali.
Contrite.
Translation, your race should feel bad for making sentient robots and almost killing everybody.
Tali call him out on this both immediately after he says it and in Mass Effect 3. He tries denying it. Tali recorded it, so he couldn't.
Real mature.
Yes.
Robots that act like people.
That want to kill everybody.
Why don't I believe this?
Because it's not true! Okay, on to Nanako's envelope.
Lied about liking really poorly made omelets. That was it?
Nico's probably won't be anything interesting either. Is afraid of ladders and maybe the dark.
They're just kids. They won't have any embarrassing secrets.
Alright, how bad can Natsuki's be? Started a fight completely unprovoked with her clubmate, called her a wannabe edgy bitch, then implied her clubmate in question cuts herself.
That's pretty bad.
Well done, Natsuki.
Okay, wow.
Catfight. Those get nasty.
No kidding.
Last one, Grambles. Said to his neighbor, quote, "You don't know a thing about love. That's why your wife left." What the f...
Wow.
If you think catfights are bad, you haven't seen Grumpus fights yet.
That's the last one.
These are just really awkward, depressing, or embarrassing.
Yeah, this motive's pretty weak. Demoralizing, but weak.
These might have worked. You know, if we were stupid teenagers.
I know that because it worked in Danganronpa 1.
Yeah. Hold on a moment. We might get rewarded for turning all of them in, right?
I still love this sound effect.
This is the actual in Hat in Time game phone thing from Murder on the Owl Express.
Yep.
If we find all these envelopes, what do we do to get that reward?
That's fast. Will you meet at the Boiling Bay? We can run them there. Bring your friends if you're concerned.
Wait, we still need 3 more.
Oh. Call back when you get them then, yeah?
What's the reward gonna be?
That'll be discussed later, but it's looking like it'll be fairly flexible. Information and/or an event of choice.
We need to find those envelopes.
I think it's safe to assume Gale's got the rest.
Of course he does. Good luck pickpocketing off him, if not just killing him outright and looting him.
That part didn't have the phone sound effect.
It's hard for me to even tell when it does have the phone sound effect because of how reverby his voice actually sounds.
Very fair.
How can you say that? Gale's a lot to deal with, but that's no reason to kill him.
Jill, it's Gale we're talking about. He's the type of guy that ditches his teammates die horribly if they're scrubbing a hurt.
It's still murder.
So, are we supposed to wait until he kills someone to act?
Why is that always the case with police?
Of course the vigilante would say that.
Wait until someone's dead. I'm sure they'd love it if we avenge their corpse over saving their life.
This is why CEO and Garrus get along.
CEO and Garrus have a lot more in common than I initially thought.
You guys don't make this easy.
Jill is the only, reasonable authority figure of the cops.
It depends what you mean by reasonable, because I completely think Garrus and CEO are reasonable. They just have more of a less lenient view on things.
Okay, let me try rephrasing it. Jill is the only one that doesn't want to kill everybody right now. Alright, beach episode, here we go.
Around noon at the beach.
Alright, time for the relaxing beach episode. Sand castles, swimming, tanning, snacks and drinks, volleyball, hammocks. Is that a jet ski?
I called it the jet ski.
That's not fair.
I haven't seen everyone in this good a mood in a while.
I love that. I call dibs on the jet ski.
This game's been tough for a lot of us.
What?
So
performance last week not impressive enough?
when I was a kid, one of my favorite levels from Crash Bandicoot was always the jet ski levels of Crash 3.
Fair.
I always loved playing Coco levels.
No, it was good. It's just that Gramble was having flare-ups.
How's he holding up?
Better than before. He hasn't eaten or drank much yet.
Kinda random to ask, but can I ask you some questions?
Well, sure.
By the law of beach episodes, I am contractually obligated to show you an attractive female.
Oh no, Jill is sexy.
I am not contractually obligated to show you an attractive male, but this would be unfair otherwise.
Oh no, CEO is sexier.
Mind if I
I
ask something?
messed up this side.
I messed up my side too.
I'm just enjoying watching
Right
Octavian
away.
in the
I
background.
wanted to try a black special ops outfit for the Stars group, but apparently we were too sexy. I thought we looked cooler in black.
Platinum Relic, let's go.
Platinum Relic, let's go.
Underestimate me because I'm short.
Is this how you built muscle back in the day? This must have been before steroids were sold at convenience stores.
Your world sucks, dude.
I already knew that. I just didn't know by how much.
I remember that line. I remember that line.
You want in next match?
I'm good.
She knows I'll win.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
You can't see them, but they're playing volleyball in the background.
Yeah, I know.
Octavian, quit hogging the jet ski!
5 more minutes or so.
He really likes that jet ski.
Yeah, he really does.
Go team, go! Yeah, you can win!
Who are you rooting for?
Us, obviously.
I want to see a tie so everyone can win.
That's not how that works.
Mind if I have a turn on the jet ski later?
That's if you ask first, you'll be waiting a while.
Well, I'm comfortable here anyway.
Be careful on that. It looks fast and dangerous. It also looks kind of fun, though. It does, but still.
Don't worry, I haven't crashed yet. Just joked.
That joke doesn't work, dude. Even in context, it's still stupid.
Welcome to what it's like talking to a real person. Not every spur of the moment joke comes out good.
Not every spur of the moment joke comes out good.
Thanks, Miss Valentine. You want to build one too?
I just get sand everywhere.
We should come here more often.
I just love these background
Dad,
conversations.
take us all to the beach as a family someday.
That sounds like it's all of them, doesn't it?
I think that might have been the last one.
Yeah. Alright then, Samantha, how are you?
How are you holding up?
Could be better. This situation is not exactly normal for me. It's hard not to worry about everyone, but there's not a whole lot I can do about much of it. I don't have a gun to defend myself, or self-defense training, or anything like you guys.
Fair.
You're worried you can't defend them or yourself?
Both. I don't see anyone going after the kids. Nobody would be that heartless.
You'd be surprised.
Which means that me, Natsuki, and Gramble are the most likely targets. The rest of us are too good in a fight. There's 12 of us, and of them, aside from the 2 kids, 3 of you are police officers. CEO, Octavian, and Gale are armed and very intimidating, and Crash is as explosive as you are, which just leaves the 3 of us with big targets on our backs. It's kinda hard to sleep at night.
That makes complete sense, actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, the kids are the least likely to be targeted because they're innocent children, so people are likely to, by morality, not go after them. 3 of them are police officers, and 3 more of them are scary in some way, shape, or form. Crash is explosive, which just leaves us with Samantha, Natsuki, and Gramble as the ones that are basically the closest we have to civilians.
CEO and Octavian are both stacked. Gale is a soldier. Yeah.
You know, that's a very good point. Practice safety in numbers outside, okay? Or you could hole up in your hut and never leave it.
I'm considering it, but I need to get up and move. Nobody wants to be trapped in their house forever.
COVID reference!
What?
COVID reference!
Click.
Editor's note, is the pandemic over yet? I didn't even know that. I just made that joke. How do I guess your jokes?
Well, you didn't guess some of the Marge jokes yet. And you didn't see your voice coming earlier during the Marge joke earlier.
Which is hilarious, because you told me you used it as well.
Alright, anyways.
What about your friends?
You seem to be getting along well with Gramble, Natsuki, and the kids. You 5 have your own little club going on.
Honestly, I like it better than my old friend group.
Didn't someone say your old one was full of stupid jerks?
Yeah, and it was still rude. They can be handfuls, especially when they argue, but they really aren't all that bad.
Yes, they are.
Editor's note. Yes, they are. Editor's note. Samantha needs to be less nice sometimes. Also, Emily exists. Also, Ashley. F Ashley. Called it!
I hate Ashley more than Emily, actually. Like, Emily's the obvious one, Ashley is the not obvious one.
Ashley was Chris's love interest, wasn't it? The redhead.
Yeah, her honesty stat goes down if she says she feels bad about the prank. You know what that means?
She's a liar.
It means A, she's a liar, and B, she doesn't feel bad about a prank that got 2 people killed.
Meaning she's a psychopath.
There's also the part where she can leave Chris outside the door if you don't do the thing that she actually wants you to do.
I also swear she gaslights a little in the game, but I can't remember the game enough, but...
I hate Ashley. Let's move on.
If I ask something? Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
Honestly, I'm not sure what that whole thing is about. So far, the traitor hasn't killed anybody yet. And aside from the obvious, nobody here is explicitly trying to cause problems. In fact, almost everyone's interested in avoiding it.
The exceptions being?
Mayu and Gale. I thought for sure Mayu was the traitor for a while there.
Didn't we conclude she wasn't because she didn't understand the rules?
Yeah, that's right. We forgot about that. Still, I'd expect someone who came here to kill us all to, you know, try to kill us all. I'm starting to think that there's more to it than this. I'm just not sure what it is. I mean, Nat made a very good point bringing up how the traitor can't kill more than 2 people, and how this game wouldn't be a good choice for someone who's murder happy.
That's true. Guess we'll need to figure out who it is and ask. Mind if I ask something?
What about suspicious activity then?
Anything suspicious lately?
Not suspicious per se, but it's something. Well, okay, I know it sounds bad, but I was kind of snooping a little, and...
Did you see someone doing something weird? Were they looking at age-inappropriate magazines?
What?
You had to remind me of the Banda Boy.
Crash?
Here. This is important, right?
Wait, where did you find this?
It was in Gramble's donation box. It has my awkward secret in it. Before you read it, I should give context. One of my friends is Josh, and he wasn't handling what happened to his sisters well.
The 2 girls you said went missing at that lodge?
He was already on medication to deal with hallucinations and everything else he was going through. I thought we were close.
Close as in...
Read the letter.
Has a crush on someone who went crazy with Saw movie-like traps.
It's hinted at the end of the game that Samantha and Josh might have been a thing if it hadn't been for the events of the game. During her interview with the police at the end of the game, if she makes it out alive.
Fair enough.
I see.
He set it up as a counter prank to get back at everyone. He didn't hurt anyone, he just scared the out of them. But last I saw him was in a cave with a Wendigo nearby. I don't know what happened to him, but I can guess. I screwed up and wasn't good enough for him when he needed me. And I'm not repeating that mistake with Gramble. I need to be there for him.
Aww.
Mind if I ask something?
Huh.
Anything else I can help with?
Nope, you're good.
Awesome. Hope that envelope helps.
Good luck with Gramble. Actually, mind if we ask him how he is too?
Now might be a pretty good time, actually. One sec.
Mind if I ask something?
Well, Gramble, this ought to be good.
How are you holding up?
Better than before. Still not great.
Completely fair, given this island.
Yeah, you've been near catatonic since we got here. Everyone's been talking about it.
I'm sorry to worry y'all.
Mind if I ask something? You seem to be getting along well with Samantha, Natsuki, and the kids. You 5 have your own little club going on.
Oh, there's always room for more if you ask me. But I get the feeling you 2 wouldn't be interested.
Can we have free food?
Oh, you'll have to ask Natsuki that. We're trying to have a calm atmosphere so we can relax until this game blows over. Try to wait it out.
You got TV?
But, actually, kinda. Nanako asked last week sometime for it, and for some reason, it was allowed. But the channel seemed to be very limited, restricted.
What all is on it?
I want to have Rudy too.
There's reruns of some courtroom drama called Trigger Hattie Havoc, some TV satire thing, a channel with commercials and nothing else, shark stories of monsters using powers to help their loved ones, zombie survival show, and some interplanetary adventure comedy. A whole bunch of weird stuff.
Okay, now I need to try and identify all these, because we know Trigger Hattie Havoc.
The TV satire thing is a part of the crossplot. It's, you know how I had the crossplot split up into 3 things in Trigger Hattie Havoc? We had the team that went into the TV, the team that went off to America to deal with the zombie apocalypse, and the one that went off to space to deal with what was happening in the Subcon Forest.
I believe so.
So that explains the TV satire one, the zombie survival one, and the interplanetary adventure comedy one.
Alright, but what about the short stories of monsters?
That was the one with, the giant robot we saw earlier. It's related to that Final Fantasy X-2 thing. The, Bean Tales, that was it. The Bean Tales from Final Fantasy X-2.
Fair.
The TV, the channel with commercials and nothing else we haven't seen yet.
Fair enough.
That's all?
Isn't there anything else?
There's this one show about an angry cactus with a blue beehive kicking everybody for no apparent reason, but we generally don't watch or talk about that one.
What's with the mod creator spamming these stupid mods? I'm guessing this is the moment where you remembered that Max could break the fourth wall.
No, I remembered it earlier when I was writing his support conversations. That was a long while ago. It was like during chapter 2, the tail end of chapter 1, the beginning of chapter 2. That was around when I remembered. Oh crap, he's a fourth wall breaker.
Mind if I ask something?
Oh god. That was the Friends one, wasn't it? Yeah. Outlier.
I think so.
Why does Octavian insist so much that we call the traitor the outlier?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Not even sure if there really is one of them. Maybe it's just to rile us up. We have no way of knowing.
That's a goodie for good.
Mind if I ask something? Anything suspicious lately?
I haven't really been paying much attention for that kind of stuff. I kind of left that to your group. If anyone saw something suspicious, I'd expect it to be you guys.
Very fair.
Is that a no?
I'm afraid so.
Mind if I ask something?
Well, no, I think that's the end of the interview then.
Wait, was that an interview?
Oh god, he's used to those, hasn't he?
Kinda.
We did interview him at Snaxtooth Island and he hated it.
Yeah.
Well, I was less uncomfortable than the first time I was interviewed on this island. And I'm still not interested in doing another, though. Let's get back to the beach party, okay? I could use some fun right about now.
Very fair.
Come on. You said you can swim with scuba gear, and I'm here with
I was
you.
trying so hard to animate the scene of him dunking Crash into the water. I could not do it to save my life. I just black screened it to save myself a headache.
Not if you know how to dry yourself. I can give tips for that.
I smell like wet dog. The dog character knows how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, you're gonna have to scream less and hold your breath more. Crash, I'm trying to help you to not drown. Okay, let's try again. This might take a while.
Later.
The problem isn't your swimming abilities. It's that you keep freaking out once you get in the water. I'd prefer if you learned.
Oh.
Well, looks like we have the beach to ourselves again.
They relax some more before getting bored and going back to town. Phase 3, Day 4, noon, Snackberg, Sam's hut.
The popcorn's almost ready. You want some, little buddy? No, it's not for my new best friend. We're not that close. Yes, he likes violence and is lazy, but he's still not as fun as we are. He can't handle a good joke like we can. Look, just eat your popcorn, knucklehead.
He's starting to lose it.
He's been losing it for a while now. He's just a lot better at hiding it than I am with my March jokes.
Gosh, this is pathetic.
I just seem to walk by at really awkward times, it seems.
That and these huts aren't insulated well. You heard all of that?
Unfortunately. Yeah. Miss someone back home?
Yeah, and it feels awful that he's not here. Things were so simple, except the solutions to the problems, sometimes those can be a little annoying. Just pick up a phone, take a commission, take down some crime, shoot everything, snark and jab, repeat. This whole situation just feels like, it's like I don't belong here. Not just that, I don't belong with anyone here.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sam is by far...
There's the investigation team, yeah, but, well...
Sam is by far the most out there out of everybody here.
Yeah.
Both morality-wise and personality-wise.
And the fact he's a dog.
I mean, we have Crash who's a bandicoot, and Garrus is an alien, and CEO looks like a mannequin person, so I don't think that really matters at this point.
He's a lot more animal-like than Crash is. Crash feels more alien.
Either way.
They're annoyingly uptight. Everyone here is annoyingly uptight.
Not everyone can laugh at death like you can.
Shouldn't you be helping Gramble?
Natsuki and the kids are with him knitting hats to keep his focus on something else. Things okay between you and Crash? I know it's not my business, but, well, I heard more than I should, and...
That obvious, huh? We're still good, but...
I'm no expert on this stuff, but it sounds like you're ashamed that he's the closest to Max that you have right now. Nobody can replace a lost best friend. I should know.
Is that really it?
Where is he, by the way?
Oh, right. I'm off to the beach. I'll see you around.
They split up for 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Crash!